Please, first question tells us to write down 0.0605 in standard form. First thing that we need to know, okay, I want you to listen. What is done, okay? Just try to understand your mistakes, okay? In the new test, you can do better than that. So 0.0605 in standard form. We need to know that if we want to write down the number in standard form, it's a multiplied by 10 to the power of n. We said that n, which is the power of 10, can be any number, okay? Negative, positive. But the a we have, which multiplied by 10 to the power of n, cannot be smaller than 1, greater than 10. Okay? It's somewhere between 1 and 10. It can be 9, can be 9.5, can be 9.9999, but cannot be 10. And it cannot be less than 1, okay? Alright. So 0.0605 0.0605. So I'm going to write down this one as, so I need to basically move the point over here, right? Guys, this point right here we have makes this number, which is 0.0605, less than 1. Am I right? Less than 1. But I want to make it somewhere between 1 and 10. Somewhere between 1 and 10. So I need to move the dot to the right. So 1, 2. Is that okay? So if I move the dot to the right 2 units, basically, I will have, basically now the dot is right here, 6.05 multiplied by. But because I'm moving point to the right, I'm going to write 10 to the power of, how many steps I move it to right? 2 steps, because it's right, 10 to the power of negative 2. Okay? 6.05 times 10 to the power of negative 2 is the correct answer. Okay? And this is done. Writing number in standard form. So question 2 tells us, without using calculator. Even though in this paper I allowed to use a calculator, but if you solve this equation with the calculator, this question with the calculator, you're gonna get nothing. The reason you're gonna get nothing because you didn't show your solution, and some of you did that. We need to see what you are doing, okay? So guys, I will copy that question right here, and I'm going to start to solve this. What I want from you is to listen me super carefully because many of you did this wrong. What was the order of operation? Do you remember? The order of operation was, first you need to deal with the bracket and then others, right? Here we have a bracket, then multiply. Sure, yeah. First you need to deal with the bracket, okay? So I'm going to subtract this, okay? So inside the bracket we have 2 1/3 minus 7 8. I need to subtract this. So the way to subtract this, first you are going to convert them into, first one, into improper fraction. Guys, can anyone help me? 2 1/3 as an improper fraction, what is it? 2 1/3, exactly. It's going to be 2 times 3 plus 1, 7 out of 3 minus 7 out of 8. As you can see, I'm still keeping the bracket there because I haven't done with the bracket yet. I need to first calculate what we have inside the bracket and then expand, remove the brackets. So I'm going to basically focus on this part for a while. Guys, 7 out of 3 minus 7 out of 8. Attention please. Well, how will I subtract them? They get a different denominator. How will I do that? So I need to multiply the first one by 8 and the second one by 3. If I do that, I'm still keeping the bracket there, as you can see, right? It's going to be 56 divided by 24 minus 21 divided by 24 multiplied by 6 divided by 25. Now, almost there to remove the bracket. So we're going to write down 56 minus 21 out of 24. Almost done with the bracket. I'm just going to still keep that there. And if we have 56 take away 21, we're going to have a 35 over 24 multiplied by 6 divided by 25. So, well, we remove the bracket because we've done the bracket. Now we need to simplify to get our answer. Guys, do you remember that I told you I was talking about simplify before multiply? Because I don't really want to multiply 35 by 6. And I hate to multiply 24 by 25, okay? Because it's going to be a massive number. I want to simplify before multiply, but how? So I know that. Not cross multiply. Cross simplify, maybe you can say that. 24 and 6. I can simplify them. I can divide both by 6. If I divide 24 by 6, I'm going to have 4. If I'm going to divide 6 by 6, I'm going to have 1. Okay, I just divided 24 by 6 and the 6 by 6. Is that all? I mean, I have 35 and 25. They both end with 5. They're divisible by 5, right? So I'm going to divide this by 5. I'm going to have by 5. I'm going to have 5. And 35 by 5 going to give me by 5. That's going to give me 7, obviously. So as you can see, on the first fraction, just writing this, I have 7 out of 4 multiplied by, on the second fraction, I have 1 out of 5. If I multiply this, I will have 7 out of 20. And that's going to be my final answer. As you can see, this is 4 marks. So I have to show all the steps that I basically took to reach out this. Sorry?
The way that I did it was less steps than this.
Okay. Because I just kept a couple of brackets there for I need to do everything in detail, right? Okay, so we said that, so there is a print mistake. That's supposed to be 16. That's why I did not count this question. Okay? It's supposed to be 16 or 12. Something like this. And we just been over this. We said that we're going to put the bracket right here. Basically, if I put the bracket right here, order of operation, first I need to deal with this part. If I calculate the bracket, that gives me 16. And we do know that 16 divided by 16 is 1. Okay? If you remember, with this lots of questions regarding the bracket, I gave you the tasks. Yes?
First you gave me wrong, but I didn't do the same thing, but I got the same answer. I did the bracket between the 4 and the 2.
No.
4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16.
It can't be. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Like this? You get the full mark? That's wrong. No, that's wrong. Okay, are we done with this? But if I put the bracket, Zahra, like you said, over here, that's going to be 16 divided by 8 plus 8. Yep. So then I need to deal with this part. That gives me 2 plus 8. The answer for this is going to be 10, not 1. Okay? Make sense? Yes. The only way to make this 1 equals to 1 is to put the bracket right here. Okay? Yes. So that was an easy question, 1 mark. When you see the 1 mark questions, that means it's so easy. You need to just quick do that. What? No, B isn't correct. It must be B, printer mistake. It's not 1. It's supposed to be 12 or 16. Just a minute. For 3B, it's supposed to be 12. Okay? And if it is 12, you need to put the bracket. Basically, I just didn't take this question. Okay? All right. So let's just talk about question 4. Guys, on question 4 also, if you use a calculator, please don't write on the exam paper, okay? I hope you're not writing on the exam paper. I gave it to you to look at it, okay? Don't write on the exam paper. Question 4, without using a calculator. Basically, you need to show over here, but it says must show all your working, right? 12 divided by 35 multiplied by 7 divided by 9. Okay, so we're gonna also use here simplify before multiply. Of course, you can multiply and then simplify, that's okay. But it's gonna be just like too much, you're gonna spend too much time on this. So what we will do instead is, I know 12 and 9 was divisible by 3 from times table, right? So 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 3 is 9. I will divide both by 3. That's 4, that is 3. 12 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3. So, and I know that 35 divisible by 7 and 7 is divisible by 7. I'm going to divide 7 by 7. Gives me 1. 35 by 7 gives me 5. Now basically I have on the first fraction 4 out of 5. On the second one I have 1/3. If I multiply it, this gives me 4 out of 15. Is that okay? Simplify before multiply. Basically it's a bit hard to get used to this, I know. But you're in grade 9. I think you should try. It's much easier. When you do that, it will be 4 out of 15. Now we are moving to question 5. Okay? So Roberto buys a toy for $5. Then he sells it for 4.60. Calculate the percentage loss. What we did was just use a proportion to do that. We said that $5 is at first was 100%. Okay? Remember that? Okay. 5 is 100% because the first time that's original price. And then he sells it, right? He sells it for 4.6. We are writing amount under amount. The money under cost, let's say, okay? Percentage, under percentage, we don't know what percentage is it. I'm going to write P. Because like 5 was 100% at first, now reduced to 4.6. A percentage reduced we have also here, but we don't know how much. We are going to calculate it. To calculate this, we need to find P. Like basically, you're going to use a calculator. To find out P, we're going to use cross multiplication first. So what I will do is, I'm going to multiply 5 by P and 4.6 by 100. So if I multiply 5 by P, cross multiply, it's going to give me 5P equals to 4.6 multiplied by 100. Guys, I'm not going to multiply it because anyway I'm going to use a calculator. Why do I need to multiply 4.6 by 100? If I do multiply, it's also easy. So it's like right now, what we have here is an equation. Okay? So it's going to be then, and P equals to 4.6 multiplied by 100 divided by 5. Guys, all you have to just plug this into your calculator. Okay? Let me open my calculator right here. This is all you need to do is fraction 4.6 multiplied by 100 divided by 5. That gives me what? 92. That means the new percentage is 92%. So we are looking for percentage loss. So it was 100%, now it's 92%. So what's the difference between 100 and 92? 8%. That means there is an 8% loss. Okay? Yes? Yes? Question? What's wrong? Okay. Write 1.92 as a percentage of 1.60. One quantity as a percentage of another one is you need to divide that quantity, that amount, by the other one and multiply it by 100. Let's just do that. 1.92 divided by 1.6 and multiplied by 100, that gives us 120%. That's it. One as a percentage another. Can tell you, for example, different numbers. 5 as a percentage of 100. You need to divide 5 by 100 multiplied by 100. 6 is a percentage of 3. 6 divided by 3 times 100. Okay? So question 7 was really easy question. 3 decimal places. Who wants to help me with the 3 decimal places? So can you tell me which digit is in the 3 decimal place in this number? Who said 2? It's going to be 1 because we are talking about decimal part. I'm not talking about significant. Okay? So this is approximately equals to, guys, if you remember, we said we need to look at the number after it. Greater than 5, we need to change that number. Basically plus 1. Make it one more. 7, 2, what? 2. Okay? 3.722. Is that okay?
Yes.
Very well. If we are talking about significant figures, can you tell me the second significant figure in this number? It's going to be the 6, right? Listen to me carefully, please. So what we need to do is we're going to look at the number after 6. What is it?
8.
That's greater than 5, right? So then it's greater than 5. 8 greater than 5. That means I need to change 6. Basically, I need to round it up. So it's going to be approximately 170.0. Guys, some of you wrote it as 17. It's 168.9. How on earth you can round it to 17? It's way bigger than 17. It's 170 obviously, right? It's close to, makes sense, close to 170. But we are not writing this 0, but we do write this one. Okay? Okay? The 0 in the units is okay. We can write it. So 170 going to be the correct answer. When it comes to ratio, sharing the ratio, this is also easy. Step 1, if you remember, what we did is we add 2 to 5. What is this? 7. Next step, you need to divide. Next step, what was it? 2 7 of 518 and 5 7 of 518. Okay? You need to add 2 to 5, which gives us 7, right? Okay. So you need to divide the first ratio by the total amount, which is 7, and you need to find the 2 7ths of 518, and same for the other one, 5 7ths of 518. So all you have to do is plug this into your calculator. So 2 divided by 7 multiplied by 518 gives us, that gives us what? 148. Guys, you can find the others like I did, like basically 5 over 7 multiplied, or just 518 minus this one also gives us the same answer. That gives us what? 370. So we need to write it in order, guys. 140 comes first. 148 comes first. And 370 the second one. Okay? That's also an easy question. Is that okay? No? Well, you weren't here for this lesson. On any break time, come here. Let's just look through that, okay? So we're gonna go do question 10 now. Is collecting just like terms, okay? I'm gonna write down 5w plus negative 7w. That gives me negative 2w. 3h plus 8h gives me 11h. I can write it in this way, or 11h minus 2w, I can write in this way, that doesn't matter. So another one as a collecting like terms. Guys, we have 3c's minus c. That's going to give us 2c's. Negative 5d plus positive 2d gives us minus 3d. So 8a minus 2a gives us 6a. It's going to be 3ab plus b will be plus 4b. So each of these is 2 marks. And if you're having a problem with this, any question regarding this? Okay, guys, you cannot add, for example, 6a to 4b. You cannot write down this is gonna be 10ab. It's not true, never ever. Okay? You cannot do that. Any question? No. Okay, so I think we are almost done. Yes, we are almost done. Okay, so guys, still collecting like terms. 4x plus 10x. How much is this? It's going to be 14x. Negative 12y plus 25y. So this is negative, another one positive. We can add them. 25 is positive, negative 12y, but it's negative, right? We need to just subtract them. 25 minus 12, 13. We're going to write plus 13 y's. Is that okay? Do you want me to explain 14? Of course, yes. Okay. So guys, it's so easy because according to the index law is going to be just w 6 plus k equals to w to the power of 18. Okay, 6 plus k equals to 18, obviously, because we don't got the same base, right? So what's k? K must be 12, because 6 plus 12 can be 18, right? So k is 12. It's a 1 mark. So guys, many of you did mistake over here. Guys, this is x to the power of 0. It's nothing to do, the power 0, nothing to do with 5. Why are you writing the answer for everything 5 here? No. I mean 1 you wrote it actually. For the x to the power of 0 it's 1. But still it's 5 multiplied by it. That's the answer, 5, yes. It's just x to the power of 0 is 1, but it's 5 times it. Look, if it is written like that, 5x to the power of 0 in the bracket, yes, this is 1. This, okay? But you have just the power on the x, okay? So many of you got this correct. 16 correct, but 15 wrong. It's supposed to be the vice versa, I guess. Okay, so that's gonna be 4, p to the power of 7, q to the power of negative 1. And if you keep your answer like this, nothing wrong with it, okay? You can write 1 over q also, it doesn't matter. Is that okay? Any question? Perfect. So question 17, everybody listen up, listen up, listen up. Question 17, it says 2 times w plus h equals to p. Okay? What will I do to solve this is, I need to make w subject, right? I need to expand the bracket first. Or before expand the bracket, I can move 2 to the other part, but I want to expand the bracket. 2w plus 2h equals to p. Then I need to move 2h to the other part. 2w equals to what? P minus 2h. So then the w will be what? Over 2. Okay, this goes right here. I think this is 2 marks. Is that okay? Yes. But the next question, question 18, is a little harder. Okay, none of you got it correct. Question 18, none of you got question 18 correct. None of you. Listen super carefully, please. This is 4 marks question. That means it's actually hard, okay? There's a lot of marks there. To solve this, I'll use cross multiplication first. Listen to me, please. I will use cross multiplication. So it's going to give me k plus m multiplied by 1 equals to p times m. Is that okay? Okay, I'll just solve the rest over here. That's basically k plus m. Am I right? Equals to pm. Is that okay? So guys, I can't still like write down, move k to the other side, write down m equals to pm minus k. I can't do that reason because I have m on the left on the right. I'm going to collect the m's to one side. What I will do is, I'm going to move m to the other side. I'm going to write down k equals to pm minus m. Is that okay? Guys, you're not listening. You're not listening. Sit properly, please. So then I'm going to factorize m. It's going to be k equals to m multiplied by p minus 1. Is that okay, factorization? I took the common factor out. This is m is a common factor for both pm and dm. I took m out and I have here m multiplied by p minus 1. So to find out, basically I can reflect this as m times p minus 1 equals to k. To find out m, I need to divide both sides by p minus 1. It's going to be k over p minus 1. Is that okay? Is that okay? That is hard question. Not writing on the exam paper. Thank you so much. Don't write on the exam paper. I'll send this to you. I'll send the recording to you.